Good morning. My name is John Osborne. I'm the President and CEO of the Lubbock Economic Development Alliance. And thanks everyone for joining us today. Want to thank Councilman Steve Massengale, Mayor Pro Tem, and Carolyn Rowley for also joining us. We've got an exciting day today and a lot of activity going on in Lubbock. We continue to see some positive signs for our local economy continuing to grow and expand, and today's no different. So here to talk about one company announcing two new facilities here in our community is Carolyn Rowley. Carolyn?
Great. Thank you, John. And it is a great day in Lubbock, Texas. And I get the privilege of telling you why. I mean, all the days in Lubbock are great, but today is particularly great because we're announcing a company that you're all familiar with. I think we've all done some business with them. So it's a great pleasure that I get to announce that Amazon has decided to locate, as John said, two facilities in Lubbock, one being a sortation facility. Now, the sortation facility is going to be a place where they can take the orders and sort them by final destination and put them onto a truck to get out to a delivery station. And the delivery station then breaks it down a little further, and then it arrives on your doorstep, which I think through this pandemic, we've all become very familiar with receiving these packages and smiles on our doorsteps. So it's two facilities. The first one will be located in the Lubbock Business Park. It will be 278,000 square feet. They plan on hiring 200 full-time people to fill that facility with another 100 to 150 part-time positions. So we're really excited about that facility in our business park and look forward to Amazon joining our business community. The delivery station will be located on the northeast side of Lubbock. They've leased a space out there off the loop, and they are going to hire 30 full-time employees for that location with an additional 70 to 90 part-time jobs. So a total of 230 new full-time jobs in Lubbock, Texas from Amazon, and additional couple hundred extra part-time jobs. Couldn't be more excited for this company and for Lubbock, Texas, and for our citizens. And I do believe they chose our location because of our central location in the West Texas region, a great workforce that's available, and we have a great work ethic here. Our workers show up to work and they do a great job. And so I think that helped drive the decision for Lubbock, Texas to be their location for the sortation facility and this new delivery station. So it's a great day to be in Lubbock, Texas. Thanks, John.
Thanks, Carolyn. We're really excited about this, both these projects coming to Lubbock, Texas. And I would be remiss if I didn't thank our city leaders and our city staff for all the effort that they've done. The business development department has just been wonderful to work with as Amazon has already begun the building process for their sort center. And helping to lead that charge for our city is our Mayor Pro Tem, Steve Massengale. Councilman Massengale?
Thank you, John. Good morning, everybody. It's my pleasure to welcome Amazon to Lubbock on behalf of the mayor, the city council, and all the citizens of Lubbock. I think it's pretty cool that we're talking about one of the most recognizable countries in the world today in Lubbock, Texas. Amazon's arrival to Lubbock is great news. It's great news for our residents, and it's great news for our economy. Amazon is bringing 230 full-time jobs as well as hundreds of part-time jobs into the Lubbock area. Their investment is very important. It's very important to our tax base and our workforce. It's very important also to see all the other things and companies that would follow them. These new jobs underscore the fact that Lubbock's economy is growing and our hardworking labor force is getting attention from not only national companies, but also from multinational corporations like Amazon. Businesses, both big and small, who get to know us and who start doing business here, recognize that Lubbock has great people and is very business friendly. I don't think this will be the last of this type of announcements you'll see in our community in the months to come. I really want to thank John and Carolyn and the staff, everybody over at LEDA, Barry and his board for everything that they've done to make this happen today. Because of this announcement from Amazon today is a great day in Lubbock, Texas. John?
Thanks, Councilman. Just to reiterate, Amazon is going to be locating in 2 facilities. They're moving a little quicker on the space that they leased. And so they have already started the hiring process. And in fact, if you go to lubbockeda.org/jobs, you can go directly to our webpage and click on the links to the Amazon positions or any other open positions in our community and begin the application process. The jobs are available right now for their last mile facility, or as they term it, their delivery station facility. They will begin the hiring process for the sort center, probably more likely in the summer or late summer, early fall time period, as that building is currently being built and scheduled to be operational by the end of the year. So we're, again, love the fact that Amazon has chosen to open both these new facilities in our community. And we're excited for the opportunities for our citizens to continue to improve their situation and look to improve their own personal economy. So with that, we'd be glad to take any questions if there are any. Kenna?
Yes, if there's any questions from the media, if you could put them in the chat, we will read them and answer them.
The question is, how much will the new Amazon employees be paid? They have traditionally stated that they have all of their wages starting at $15 an hour, and Lubbock will be no different in that situation from what we understand from Amazon. Construction is expected to be finished on the sort center later this year. They'll have to do obviously some work to test to make sure everything is operational within the facility before they become operational. They have told us they intend to be operational by the end of the year. So we would anticipate in the early fall time period, or even possibly sooner, the construction being completed. Julie, good question here about the size of the facility being driven by the incentives offered by our community. We have been very fortunate in our workings with Amazon and the developers that have been assisting on this project. And there was a desire for Amazon to want to be here in our community because of the labor force, because of the quality of our workforce and the amount of available workforce that we had. And we've been fortunate as an organization to not to have to actually offer any incentives for this particular project. We actually were able to work with Amazon to sell them some property within the business park for the sort center. And then their efforts to lease the facility were completed without having to do any incentives. The question was, where is the building located that they're currently hiring for? We've worked with them on leasing a facility that's over on the northeast side of Lubbock, just outside the loop. It's still within the city limits of Lubbock, but it's on the northeast side of our community. They've asked that we continue to promote that as the location for the sort center, or as they call it, the delivery station. And then the last mile facility, which they call the delivery station. And then the sort center is actually located inside the business park. Question regarding, are there other areas in West Texas getting an Amazon center similar to Lubbock's? Right now, there's not been any others announced that are similar in size. Amazon has multiple different types of facilities. They have a fulfillment center, which is one of their larger square footage type facilities. And there's been not just rumor, but obviously information in the press that the Amarillo EDC has been very fortunate to land a facility up there. We're pleased about that. We think that's a great opportunity for Amazon and also for Amarillo. We have been the only ones to announce a sort center and also a last mile facility in our community. And again, we're pleased about that as well, as the healthy competition between our two organizations continues on. Just because we've announced these two doesn't mean that Amazon is done in terms of looking at West Texas and the types of facilities that they might need, no matter where in the region. And so we'll continue to work with them to encourage them to open up additional operations here in our community. Matt, good question. He's asked if same-day delivery will be available here in Lubbock. We've not gotten to that point with Amazon and those in our discussions with them, but typically the way a last mile facility works is that the last mile facility receives its packages from a fulfillment center. It then transports packages to a UPS facility, a FedEx facility, or let me clarify. The sort center receives its packages from the fulfillment center. It then delivers its packages to a UPS facility, a FedEx facility, or a last mile facility. The fact that we are also landing a last mile facility here in our community means that packages will be available for the doorstep much quicker. And our thinking is that once they become operational with that facility, there's a better chance for us to receive packages more timely than even current situation. But Amazon's not said one way or the other as of yet. Matt, I just saw the questions you've asked me, and again, just to repeat on the salary estimates for these jobs, we believe that these jobs, we've been told that these jobs will be starting at $15 an hour. In regards to incentives from LEDA, there were no incentives offered for either of the two facilities, and then I just answered your other third one. Good question from Grace. Are there any special qualifications needed for these jobs, for those that are looking for jobs with Amazon? Amazon has a process that they go through when they're looking at hiring. And when you click on those links on lubbockeda.org/jobs, there's multiple links available that go directly to Amazon. There's a lot of other links available for our other companies as well. But those links will take you directly to Amazon's website to the available positions specifically here in Lubbock, and it will outline all the specifics for each of those positions that are currently posted and listed as being available in terms of what qualifications are needed. Question from Facebook regarding if Amazon will be utilizing our local workforce offices, and they are. They recently were participating in a job fair with our workforce development office, and I know that many of those positions will end up being on workintexas.com as well. Our unemployment rate has actually recently come down. I think we're at 5.6 this past month. We have continued to fall and be in a real healthy area. 4% unemployment is considered full employment, so we're just slightly above that. But we're not at our traditional 2 to 3% unemployment that we were prior to the COVID pandemic taking place. We've been told by Amazon that they like our available workforce that's here. And I know that obviously the unemployment rate is kind of a good indicator as to the workforce that's available. But I would be remiss if I didn't thank all of our universities in South Plains Community College for the fact that they bring a tremendous amount of workforce to our community. They help train our workforce, and they help provide for our workers on a long-term basis. And the fact that we have over 50,000 students in our community is a good reason why so many companies want to be here with so many graduates coming out of Texas Tech and all of our universities every single year. It makes for a available workforce that's ready to go to work at any of our companies that are hiring. Just to reiterate these jobs, you can click on the links at lubbockeda.org/jobs. That'll take you to a page with all the available positions that are open in our community right now, including these that are with Amazon. And each of those links for those jobs will take you directly to the available page with the company and the specific job that's right here in Lubbock. It'll show all the qualifications, and it'll also show how to apply for those positions. Amazon is currently hiring for positions here in Lubbock, most specifically for the delivery station, which is also called their last mile facility. The sort center jobs, the 200 full-time jobs and the 100 to 150 part-time jobs at the sort center will most likely be posted sometime this summer as they get prepared for the operations beginning in that facility later this fall or closer to the end of the year. All right, seeing no other questions, I just want to say thank you again to Carolyn and her team for everything they've done to ensure that this project has been successful. I want to thank Jana and Chris and all of our marketing team and their efforts. This has been a long process where we've courted Amazon to be in our community for multiple years. And we are so excited that they have chosen 2 facilities to be here in our community. I want to also say thanks to Mayor Pro Tem Steve Massengale for joining us today and for helping lead our city council, along with Mayor Pope and the rest of the council members. In fact, Councilman Chavez, I saw your name in here. So glad that you were able to join us as well. Jared Atkinson and the rest of your staff has just been phenomenal to work with. And I appreciate all that you all are doing, from the improvements that you've been making with the business development team and services that you all provide. That's making a world of difference in our ability to land deals here in our community. And I also want to thank all of our many partners for everything that you all do to help us sell Lubbock. We sure couldn't do it without your assistance, whether it's Workforce Solutions South Plains or the Lubbock Chamber of Commerce or the many businesses in our community that step up every time we have a site visit to encourage new businesses to come to our community. Thank you all for everything you do that continues to make Lubbock a great place to live, work, and have and be a part of our community. Thanks everyone for being here, and we look forward to the next time we get a chance to visit. Thanks.